Julie, every time you come to Japan, I know this is the second time, but every time you do come to Japan, you always have different members to play with. Now, would you think it's more comfortable for you to choose the band, the members of the band, rather than to have fixed?
Well, it's not more comfortable. I mean, it's always great if you can, find the right combination to work with the same combination all the time. But I don't know. I think this combination, it really works musically, and I hope it works, personally.
Jerry and Johnny, I think a lot of people do actually want you to reform New York Dolls and maybe do some of the live shows and live videos, even for just the time being. What do you think about the idea?
Well, I personally think, I would really, that was the most enjoyable time of my life playing music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would like to try it, but it has to be the right time for everybody. It's just like, it has to, it has to natural, it has to be spontaneous kind of thing, it just has to happen. It can't be something like me and Joe say, okay, let's call David up and we'll try to put a band together.
I almost tried that, actually, and it didn't work. So,
what he's saying, how he was saying, David.
I saw pictures of myself, I know.
It's like nothing, no answer, really. No yes, no. So I forgot about it.
I mean, it's possible.
It's an idea, especially for the people, the young kids who didn't know.
Oh yeah, I think it would be a fabulous idea because it's a whole new audience,
You original punk.
Well, I don't know. I guess you could say the original punk. So not original, but
Yeah.
The original punk is Iggy.
Vintage.
Iggy.
Yeah.
but I understand.
All we were was a rock and roll band.
They're good. You can't play.
I might be a musician. I would never consider myself a musician. I think musicians.
Come on.
No,
Come on, John, you're a
Can I say what I'm going to say? Musicians, I think, are very competitive. Where music, I don't think, should be competitive. It's there to enjoy. I consider myself an entertainer.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Entertainment.
Waterloo and Sylvain, would you say they're still friends or it's still not made up yet?
Well, Sylvain, I was always friends with Sylvain, but he did his thing. I was doing this tour of America a couple of months ago. I had a guitar player, and I was at Steele's house. I went to New York a few days before the tour started, and we decided Steele was going to do the tour with me, and he really wanted to do it. So we did 2 shows in New York, and I don't know what happened. He came up and said to me, "Listen, Johnny, we had like 50 dates, right?" He said, "Listen, I can only do 3 days a week. And I can't do weekends."
Really said that?
It's like
Exactly why.
What?
I cancel my guitar player and everything.
Shit.
he wants to play at his convenience, and it don't work like that. Everybody has to sacrifice.
I think when he did the shows in New York with me, I think he didn't get enough attention maybe. And Walter Law, he works on Wall Street now, so he's a stockbroker or something on Wall Street. So I still like Walter. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, we don't hate each other, or we're not enemies.
I'm still friends with Sylvain too, but I would never talk to him.
I don't know really.
I think the whole problem with Sid was that he never had a real friend to help him. His girlfriend.
No, I think he did have
his
a real
girlfriend.
friend.
His girlfriend was terrible.
Nancy.
Yeah, he never had a real somebody who can really.
So first question, very simple question. This album,
Yeah.
you already titled Copycats.
The album we're gonna.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Yeah, I'm the Copycat.
Yeah.
Or Kiss My Tits and Ass. We haven't decided.
Yeah, I know.
No, really.
Kiss My
No,
is nice.
Kiss My Tits and Ass.
Tits and ass.
With me and Patty, not my tits. Her tits, my ass.
Yeah, nice title. So how did you get this idea? Let's cover version album.
I always, liked the John Lennon rock and roll album. And I always wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
And that's basically where I got the idea. I think it's more of an 80s version of that.
Yeah. So this is the third time you visited Japan, so
Yeah.
Maybe you got more information. You will know about Japanese people. So
Yeah,
could you tell me impression to the Japanese people or culture or something?
You're the craziest person in the world.
Yeah, I
think
know.
that's it.
Not except me.
Except you?
Yeah.
I like the way people treat each other. I think the people are very kind. I think they're very fashion oriented,
Yeah.
and I think they know about my history.
Yeah.
They don't ask questions about drugs.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't care, because it's the past anyway. But
Yeah.
they're respectful, and all they want to know about them is music, and that's I love.
Yeah.
Mia, can somebody get me some cigarettes? Can I tell you? Can you write this? This is the most thing that upsets me the most about rock and roll music. This is. Can you really make sure you write this?
Yeah.
The thing I hate the most about pop stars, people with lots of money, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, everybody. When they make money, I mean, I think, why don't they help other people? I think Prince is doing that, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah.
If I ever made a lot of money, all I would do, I would like one big house, right? A few cars, guitars, studio. But all I would do is help other people, help young bands. And people that don't do that, I think is, why? I have no idea, I think it's so sick. I hate people for that. I hate these pop stars for that.
Fucking fat millionaire.
And they don't have to be fat, they can be skinny. I mean, look at Mick Jagger. He can get any band he wants, he can do anything he wants. He's an old fucking fart now, man. I mean, he could be, he's so hot, man. He was like my idol. And now he's such a fucking drag, man. He's like, he's like Frank Sinatra, fucking Dean Martin. I mean, he can he can fucking dance, man. He's rock and roll. I mean, it's really sad to see people like that.
So you are very, always, very. You love
My dream
to play with young kids,
young kids
musicians,
and help,
Japanese.
and help.
It's nice,
My dream is to start an old age rock and roll home.
Yeah.
A rock and roll home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think. Oh, thank you. I think that would be very nice.
Yeah.
And have a studio in it.
Yeah.
A lot of prostitutes. You know what I mean? For the band, for the guys, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a nice idea.
They'll have old age actors homes. For actors. That's what I would like to do. Now you want to talk about my review? The review I want to put together?
You want? Yeah.
The review.
Yeah.
Okay, this is, if I have enough money and enough people believe in my new record, which finally, my new record, I'm getting interest from major labels. Okay, if I could get it together and somebody believes, I'd like to put together a review, a rock and roll review. Okay, like the way they used to do Buddy Holly, Eddie Cochran, Gene Vincent, King Curtis. Everybody used to be on tour together.
Yeah.
Get 6 horn players.
Yes.
Get 3 background singers.
Yes.
Like the Tammy Show?
Yeah, Tammy Show. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Have me, Charlie Sexton, maybe Wilco Johnson, maybe Iggy if he could ever get his brain together, maybe Willie DeVille if he could get his brain together. But that's what I really, really, really like to do.
Yeah, it's a great idea,
Have those kind of music stands in the front, Have a real review, a rock and roll review, man. And, do it all over the world. Film it, write a book about it. I think it would be great, man.
So
About Lucky Luciano.
I know you very like, Mafia story. Which point do you attracting most?
My favorite Mafia guy?
Yeah.
Lucky Luciano.
No. Why you so like Mafia?
I'm Italian.
Yeah.
I'm Sicilian.
Yeah.
And it always intrigued me. I mean, when guys like Lucky Luciano, man, this guy, man, he's like, he could have been, he had more class. He's the guy who put the 5 families together. He organized it all. He dressed with the greatest suits, the greatest clothes. I mean, he was like, the best. He had class.
You wanna because Frank Sinatra is connecting with he's a family
Frank
member.
Sinatra's a
You wanna be
pig.
a member of the?
No, I don't want to be a member.
I introduce.
I don't want to be a member. No, I don't want to be a member.
Just image.
I like to see from a distance.
So you didn't any new record in your house? new artist.
records do I have?
Prince, Culture Club, something. New stuff, new guy.
The Eurythmics. I like the Eurythmics.
Eurythmics.
Yeah. I think she and he are real good together.
Yeah.
I like Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, great legs.
Really?
Great legs. I
Just
love Madonna.
Yeah, I hate
Madonna.
Madonna.
I would love to meet
Madonna.
Madonna.
You like?
Oh, I like to marry Madonna.
Yeah.
Write this down.
Yeah,
Please, maybe she
sounds like
reads it.
that.
Maybe she reads it.
Huh?
Maybe she reads it. Madonna. Madonna. I have such a crush on Madonna.
Have you met her? No.
From years ago, everybody says I know her, but I can't remember. But oh man, Madonna.
Madonna.
I am in love. The headline of the article, like Johnny Thunder wants to meet Madonna.
Johnny. So how was the new life with Jeremy and
Jamie,
yeah.
I'll tell you, the best thing, right, is when she looks in my eyes,
Yeah.
I melt. It's
Yeah.
like butter, hot butter. It's the most beautiful thing. I mean,
Your first girls, yeah?
Yeah.
You always see them.
make sure you write this stuff down. When she's 3 years old,
Yeah.
she goes to karate school. Karate school.
You have always
All
planning.
planned.
Oh, good father.
Susan says to me, right?
Yeah.
What about, when she's 15, 14, she goes to the movies with a boy. You're going to sit behind?
Uh-huh.
I said, I sit right in the middle,
Ah.
between. I say, she wants one horse, I buy 2 horses.
Yeah.
She wants one boy, she's got to be 30.
Ah.
Oh, I'm going to be the worst couple. Yeah, she has everything. I mean, she'd be so spoiled.
Everybody, what is rock and roll? Someone asked it. He said, yeah, rock and roll is sex, drugs, rock and roll. That you don't.
Rock and roll is hot.
Ah.
Sex is, drugs is boring. Rock and roll is from the heart, or from the balls. You don't have to be, you don't have to be, read music or anything like that.
Yeah.
Be technical. The
Technical,
only thing I know about technical, I know treble, volume, and reverb. That's
So nowadays, also now in the media making, new style always, so categorize. So new bad boy rock and roll, so band called, Motley Crue or Jet Boy.
Have you seen this band, The Poisons?
Yeah, Poison, Poison.
They have Personality Crisis, one of their songs.
I don't know.
Have you heard the album? Poison.
Just a little bit.
One song's Personality Crisis, one song's Memory. They play Madison
Copy.
Square Garden. Yeah, I mean, they look just like fucking, where are they? They look just like fucking, is that them?
Yeah, Poison. Yeah, Poison.
They all look like Mike Monroe and fucking, the way Johnny Thunders used to look, man. It's so funny, man. Like Aerosmith.
They're like Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen John Perry, Stephen?
Joe Perry.
Joe Perry.
They're good friends of mine.
Yeah.
でスティービー・クラス彼が
But I believe this might be the last tour with this band. I think me, Stevie, and Jamie, we're going to move to New Orleans and put together a middle-aged black middle-aged band to back us up with Jerry Nolan. We want to get three male background singers. I have a small horn section. And move to New Orleans. I hate New York. I don't like it.
Why did you reform the Heartbreakers in New York and then
We just wanted to do one show.
why one?
Why? It wasn't one idea. I didn't want to do it.
やりたくなかった
I
けど
was
も
just something that we put together for old time's sake. We did one show. That was it. And that was there's not going to be
一
any
回きり
more.
ということで
Maybe in 10 more
やりま
years
し
we'll
た
do another Heartbreaker
あと
show.
10年経ったらもう一回やるかもしれないけれども
It was actually I thought I would really was going to hate doing it, but it was I had fun actually doing it, but I wouldn't do it again.
やるのは一回だけってこと
At
でやるのは楽しい
least not for 10 years.
10年がせいぜいだ
When you he said you look like very healthy, so you're living in a healthy life. Yes.
I look healthy.
Yeah.
Put your glasses on.
じゃあ今飲んでるのは何ですか？
これ何
Change you out.
ジンジャーエール
No, I turned into a vegetarian.
菜食主義になったの
No, we went to Korean barbecue. Do you have some favorite Japanese musician? Yes.
Yoko Ono.
Yoko.
Yeah, I like Fujio.
Fujio.
うん
今日や
What do you think about the sex pistols reforming?
The reforming the Sex Pistols. Oh, I hope they all go on diets and get skinny again. They all look pretty ugly.
みんな
それを
太ってる
やるには
ダイエットして
させないと。
I saw Steve Jones play. And he's got long hair down the hair. Playing like
スティーブ・ジョブズこんな鼻出ちゃってこんな
real bad, takes his shirt off. Oh, it's embarrassing. They were a great live band. I mean, we did a tour with them in '77, the Anarchy tour.
うん
ラッキーツアーで一緒に77年やって
They were a great rock and roll band.
So good.
I have to say that.
うん
I'm glad my outlet was in the band. They were really a good rock and roll band live.
What guitarist did you get influenced most?
I what?
What
Which guitar do I like the
guitar-
best?
Yeah.
No, guitarist. Who is your?
My favorite guitarist?
Yeah, yeah.
I have a few different guitar players I really like. I like Hubert Sumlin, who played with Howlin' Wolf.
ヒューバー・サムリンってハウリン・ウルフのブルースマンのバックで
I like him very much. I like Keith Richards very much.
キース・リチャーズ
I liked all the guitar players that played with John Mayer.
ジョン・メールの
Jeff
バックやってたやつ
Jimmy Page,
エリック・クラプトン
Eddie Cochran, I like one of my favorites too.
ピーター・グリーン
Peter Green, Mick
ミ
Taylor.
キテラ
ミキテラ
I love all the ones that went to the John Mayer school. I wish I could have gone to the John Mayer school.
自分もジョン・メールと一緒にやりたかった
うん
But I saw them all play with John Mayer.
うん
I seen Mick Taylor play with John Mayer at least.
ミク・テイラー時代のジョン・メール見てる
Right.
I seen Jeff Beck play with Rod Stewart. I seen the Yardbirds with Jimmy Page.
ヤードバーズ、ジミー・ペイジも全部見てるあの頃全部ロッド・シャートと
I
全
had
部
a really great education. I seen the best bands there were to see. I'm really lucky.
世界中のベストバンドのライブをほとんど見てる
So I never practiced at all. I just watched what they did and copied it.
ライブ
I only got 10. I'm not the kind of guitar player that practices.
練習したことはない。
練習するタイプのギタリストじゃない雰囲気でだからそれ
I like Albert King too. I like
アルバート・キング
Albert King and Freddie King.
ブルースが好きみたいな
うん